Hello and welcome. Today we're gonna talk about the way how can you actually earn 1.7 million in Star Citizen per hour. I would like all wannabe Mother Teresa's who yell, "This is an exploit, this is something that you should not do," to just leave the chat because this is actually the it's not the exploit, it's just a part of the game that's not optimized. And why wouldn't we use this opportunity to earn? Because we're gonna get wiped, well, maybe on 3.20, maybe later on, but either way, it's not permanent, it's not abuse, it's just looking for the best way to earn the money. We're gonna start this by saying that what you need to do is actually have salvage missions. It's a private salvage missions or high risk salvage missions. On those you can encounter enemies. Enemies can be other NPC pirates, or they can be actual security forces, and if you encounter them they will attack you. In case of the pirates, you would see the red markings, but in the case of security forces, they will be white for you, and you will get a crime start if you engage them. So how to unlock 30k salvage missions? You need to do at least, I think, 2 normal salvage missions. If you don't have any salvage ship, being at the moment a vulture or a reclaimer, you can ask in chat. That's how I did it actually. I asked in chat, can somebody lend me? I was willing to pay, and I got one guy that's actually pretty cool guy. It turned out we play together now, and it was quite fun. How can you actually meet new people and new good players? So I figured out that the best ship to do it with is Drake Cutlass Black, especially because it's easy to have these side entrances to pack your stuff. So you can find 3 things inside of the salvage ship, and those 3 things are nothing. So the ship will appear empty. In that case, you just need to go away and reset the mission, or abandon it and take a new one. The second is finding 4 crates, and the third is finding actually 5 crates, which is the best idea, and it will bring you more profit. In regard what can you find, as you see, those light blue containers are quantanium. Those are sold at TDDs at the planets, and other containers consists of ETAM, SLAM, and maize, if I'm not mistaken. Being the maize is most profitable, and it will bring you the most credits, but you can't tell which is which until you actually try to sell it. So the best way I found is to use Cutty Black, and with that I'm firstly packing the drugs onto the grid, because the drugs will be sold first, and then I'm putting quantanium boxes on the side. The main reason for that is because when I sell drugs, I will put the quantanium boxes on the grid in order to sell them. So basically it won't interrupt your sell if they are not on the grid, but to sell them you need to place them on the grid. That's the info for those of you that don't know it. And the place I found the best is on Yella, because there are currently 2 places in the universe where you can do these. One is on Yella, and the other is on Hurston. So on Yella you would jump on OM1 or OM2, and the salvages will be actually on the ring around the planet, so it's pretty easy to go and reset them. After I grab the cargo, I will go and reset or abandon mission, take another one, and in this run I've made 1.7 million profit while investing around 400k. Yeah, one of those missions, as you can see, was infested with pirates and they didn't go away. But in that case, so if there is some security personnel or if there are pirates, you should just go and abandon that mission. This is the most efficient way of doing these types of missions, and it will usually take you around 3 minutes round trip. So picking up the drugs, storing them in your vehicle, and going out. So it's pretty easy and pretty good earnings in that manner. For my ship, I didn't have any. Well, you actually don't need any upgrades. You can do it even with rental, and well, rental will cost you around 30-35k per day. You can rent it at almost any, I think, station, and usually at the ship rentals. So the most important thing that saves the time is parking your ship properly, and well, with practice you will make it perfect. And at first it took me around 5 minutes per run. It was taken down to around 3 or 4 minutes, so that's basically the best way. This can be done solo, and the only risk between the security personnel and pirates, which can be easily evaded, is the actual sell point, which can be infested with real pirates that will try to well, take your stuff. So when you fill up your ship, you will need to go to one of the no questions asked terminals. One can be found on Crusader system, on Microtech system, and on Hurston system. On Microtech system this happened, so actually my ship got blown away with the planet's wind, or actually moon's wind, and then I needed to take another ship and completely repack the entire ship. The good thing is that I didn't lose a single crate. This could be so much trouble and such pain, but at the moment of me doing this, I didn't encounter any pirates nor any opposition, and the only trouble was, as you can see, the ship that moved around and around and around. So I repacked my stuff, and then I was able to sell it. And when you approach no questions asked terminal, it's a good hotspot for pirates, so always be super careful not to encounter anyone. People will hide inside or in proximity of the terminal. They can easily kill you. As you see, this guy got dead. And yeah, we got some slam, venom, yeah, I made a mistake, maze, and etam. So you can slow the video down if you want to check the numbers. When I sold those drugs, I went to Microtech, so you can find any TDD, and then I sold the Quantanium there. this entire endeavor got me a little bit over 1 hour because I had that unfortunate thing with my ship being blown off from the wind, actually, which got me quite annoyed. But in best circumstances, this will take you around 1 hour, including the travel time. Yes, I have the Quantanium drive upgraded on my Kati, but you actually don't need it, and the Quantum drive, like I mentioned, it's not the deal breaker in this case. So basically you can do a lot with rented ships, and at the state of the game at this moment, so it's 1.7 million solo. Doing this in doubles or with few guys might be a little bit faster, it can be safer, but in essence this can be easily done alone and you can make really good profits. I want to point out one more time that this is not an exploit, this is not a game bug, this is only unfortunate price placing on the developer side, and I'm not trying to excuse myself or think of any unethical way to exploit the game. It's just the thing that needs to be sorted, and there is a lot of complexity with this issue because developers didn't think about this type of let's say, it's not an exploit, it's just well, getting by, let's call it like that. Well, I hope that you really liked this video. If you don't mind, press that like button, press that subscribe button, and I will be making more of videos that are relevant to the topic. I also think of starting a new series which focus will be on the actual game problems and topics to discuss within the game or in relation to the game. Thank you once again for watching, and see you in the next video.